driver golf swing tips that will help you hit better tee shots, longer, straighter, while at the same time getting control of your backswing and stopping what lots of people call an overswing, the big long overswing. How can you fix it? Let's show you. Remember, if these golf tips are helping you, I've got a free weekly newsletter. Subscribe in the link down below. Back to the tips. Let's define an overswing to kick us off. What lots of people refer to as an overswing is a swing that goes up past parallel over their head. So if you imagine the club parallel somewhere to the ground, if we go beyond this position, people often refer to that as an overswing, too long a swing. So the first protocol is you need to establish, is your longer swing, your overswing, actually causing you any problems? I've always swung relatively long and I hit the ball relatively straight, so I never changed it. I'm changing it now because I'm going for more distance, so it's not causing me problems with direction, but it causes me problems with distance. So then I decide to change it. Just having a longer looking swing by definition means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. So even though some golfers will say that you play, oh, that looks long, you need to get control of that, you might not need to. So that's point one. Point two, super crucial, is what is making your swing long. Now this is where we see mess from amateurs. This is definitely where we see a few more issues. So we're seeing a long swing, we're seeing the club go back behind your body, but how is it doing that? What's making it go there? Is it that you over rotate and it goes a long way? Is it that you under rotate but your arms stretch and go a long way? What's making that club go back? Is it that your grip comes loose? I see that one sometimes, people's grip, they come out of the grip at the top of the backswing. Then we see a little flop at the top. So what's causing the club to go further back is the question, rather than thinking the club going further back is an issue. The most common problem I see is golfers actually under rotating, so not turning their shoulders very much at all, not getting much tilt in their shoulders as well, so quite level rotations and not much rotation, and then big arm swings, so arms getting right across the chest, even collapsing at the top, trail arm bending like mine used to loads, which gets the club going kind of where I want it to go. This unlimited backswing, this kind of deep arm swing that we see from this angle, where everything gets kind of deep, is the common problem. So it's not that people are rotating too much, it's much more for lots of golfers that their arm structure is really weak and not in sync very well with their body turn. And this is where the wins really come for so many of you, for hitting better tee shots, hitting better drivers. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner golfer or an accomplished golfer, I see this pattern time and time again. We need to try and get a lot of you watching making much bigger shoulder turns, like way bigger chest turns and tilts. So making sure as we rotate, we're putting tilts in, and a good amount of them, while at the same time trying to shorten arm swing. It's the reordering that's going to fix this. So swing fault number one, I want you to make the biggest shoulder turn you physically can make. Hip turn as well, feel like you really rotate. Don't be afraid if lead foot has to come up to allow you to turn and move. But you've got to keep your arms and the grip end, the club, this side of your head. It's got to stay this side of your head. It's not allowed to go behind your head from this angle. So feel like you make a big shoulder turn, but not much arm swing. So you're going to feel like your arms don't really do much, but your shoulders go a long way. Because for lots of golfers, it's about working out where they think they get their power from. Lots of golfers feel like they get their power from them trying to move their arms really fast. So the body locks down and then they try and swing their arms really fast, and we see these kind of pickups and swipe throughs, not good body turns, not good body shifts, and definitely not great club face control, horrible shots. Where when you measure the world's best, yes, the club's moving fast and the handle moves fast and slow, but their bodies are moving a long way and very quick at times. So we need to get you feeling like your power, your energy is coming much more from how big your body turn comes into play. Because it's the body turn, size, rotation with the smaller arm swing, which for lots of golfers is going to give them more reach. More reach allows them to get their arms further away from the ball and the hands and the club further away from the ball, creating more speed. This also is really good by creating this space to allow you to drop the club more on the path you want to. From these kind of small shoulder turn, deep arm swings, we see a bounce back. Common, so common. This kind of horrible, whoa, bounce back, which sends the club over and outside and over the top. So I want you to hit some shots. You're gonna hit some funky ones to start. How small of an arm swing can you make, while at the same time making a huge body turn? And can you feel any power coming out of your shots that way? It's hard, it's tough, but you will feel parts of your body stretching like you've never felt before. Great way of controlling backswing in relationship to body turn and arm swing. And then the next thing you can try and work into this is a little bit more tilt in your upper body. So making sure as you turn your body, you are tilting it as well, because the more your lead shoulder goes down, the better chance your hands have got of going up. The more my lead shoulder comes around and up for some golfers, very easy then for me just to bury my arms. If I make a short arm swing this way, like it gets stuck, doesn't go anywhere. So we want that club going up in the air. What's going to get that up in the air is that lead shoulder going down. So take the club in one hand, just my lead hand's got hold of the club here. And what I'm going to do is try and get this club going up above my head, just with one hand on, with trail shoulder going up, lead shoulder going down. I'm going to put tilts in to push that club up. Now what happens by doing it with one arm is if you do a deep arm swing and let it collapse, it's too heavy, so it'll properly kind of fall behind you. This allows you to really feel some structure in your arms to get that swing feeling shorter in its physical length, but bigger in the amount of turns and tilts you're putting in. So your stretch is coming from the fact that your lead shoulder goes down and the hands go up, rather than this kind of flop bounce. Whoosh, that bounce. You've got to stop that bounce. So many of you are this way, which is where your horrible shots come from. Backswings, overswings, whatever you want to call long backswings, it's why it happens. What causes it is the problem. It's not a problem on itself. Getting better structure is really going to help you hit better shots. If you want to work out how to then get the downswing more in line, use this video here. It's helping a lot of golfers.